Yes, I'm not happy.
Why? What happened? Brother, share. The Bible says that you should share your body with one another.
These games we'll play.
Alright, welcome again. We are here to review our movie. Episode 3.
See, I'm not happy.
Game Season 3. Episode 3. Why are you not happy? Let's start with that.
Yes, I'm not happy.
Why? What happened? Brother, share. The Bible says that you should share your body with one another. You know.
It's my body on their behalf, not my body, personal body.
On their behalf.
Episode 3 is loaded. It's it comes with a lot of pains. Many sweet things, many sweet family, sweet home, sweet journey, sweet growth with God.
You're right.
That's at
the detriment.
yeah, it's getting destroyed, and it's I'm taking it personal. It's so painful. I don't know. It's my turn to cry.
Yeah, last episode I was the one that was almost crying. Now you wanna sorry. Oh.
So I'm not crying. That's how my face is. So.
Okay, that's good.
That's how my face is. But it's painful.
Sorry. So let me understand the context of the pain. Help our viewers to understand it so that when they're watching the episode, they can relate. You understand?
First, Pastor Jesse is every point that he needs support, like the biggest source of encouragement, support for him at a time like that, they're nowhere. The wife, the children, the elders of the church.
What a mess! Oh no, the church name is already
Why
spoiled.
can't did I say
In
that?
fact, what we need
Is
is a
alone.
touch of revival. We need a touch of God.
The action is unacceptable.
You don't know whether God is offering at the moment. Because in one of the scenes, I see him. Okay, so the part that we saw him coming to where he's coming to his wife, that he left the house very late, and the wife did not know.
Yeah,
And she was asking, "Do you get?"
whereabouts? And then he said, I went to pray.
Yes, and the wife was saying,
You could have
"Why?
prayed in your house.
Yeah, yes. How do you go out? Like, how do you go out 11 p.m. in the night?" So every source of support for him are nowhere, and at the moment I don't know whether God is even far from him because he's alone. And that's a lot of it. Touches me at a point whereby I feel pain, because and for me this is a great lesson to Christians, to leaders, to ministers, regardless of your calling, to know that a shepherd needs sheep that can be shepherds. Because if you're a shepherd needs sheep, yes, that can be shepherds. They can play the role of a shepherd when the shepherd is missing, and also go look for the shepherd like the shepherd will go and look for the sheep. That's what's happening here. And that's on one side.
Okay.
The second side is the shepherd, which is ministers, needs to now get to a point to start to check in and see whether the present sheep are growing enough or at the right rate to be shepherds. Because if you're not doing that, You can't walk free in the midst of you destroying the devil's oaths around things, and the devil keep clapping for you.
At all.
So definitely they will come at you.
Certainly.
And that's why the life of a Christian, the Christianity is a journey. You can't, and it comes with, it's like a bumpy road. Sometimes it comes with roadblocks. Sometimes it comes with a flat tire. Even if you know how to change the tire on the express, you need someone that needs to weigh down cars for you to change it. So you're a young Christian, you're a mature Christian. You can never be mature more than God. You need a community.
That would stand in the gap
Yes.
for you when
Yes,
when the tough is going.
yes, when
tough.
it's beyond your
Your
understanding.
control.
There's another now that we talk about it. Look at Pastor Wumi. It looks like she's also standing alone. At least at the moment that I see.
You know,
this.
while I was watching her, watching that scene of her praying in the room alone. Remember, she left the house with her bag, her luggage, saying she's tired. She just wants to be alone. And children were like, Mommy, why will you leave us in this situation? What will you say?
This is
"We
not
don't
important.
understand. I just
Please,
want to be
this
alone."
is
And she,
not
she
about
went-
what I
it was not
taught
like
you,
she went for a
okay?
personal retreat.
We are
That's
talking
where it's
about
not.
reality
Personal
of
retreat
life
with
here.
God.
I
But
can't
then
bear
while
this
she was
anymore.
crying, in tears and all, I then went back to, my mind flashed back to season 2, where Miracle 2, was going through her own phase of challenges. And this was the same Pastor Wumi that stood by Miracle, who is Wura. You understand? All the way. And right about now, it's more like Pastor Wumi is facing having her own share of challenges, even in her home and marriage and ministry. And then it's more like there's nobody there for her, nobody to stand by her. So I feel, your point is very valid. This is the time we should know that pastors, ministers, they are human beings. They will also have challenges. The fact that your pastor stands by you, prays for you, whatever issues you have, he takes your problem as his own problem. We shouldn't wait till when our pastors even have problem that we can stand by them. We shouldn't wait till then because they are human beings, like I said. So please, this is just like an admonition. We're admonishing you to please stand in the gap for your pastors, for your for shepherds. It's very important to stand in the gap for them through prayer. Prayer goes a long way.
In line
Give
with
them
what we're
support.
saying, it's key to also say that if you do not believe that God has sent that shepherd to you, or God has sent that pastor to you, or God has made that your spiritual head or spiritual leader, whatever names you call him, whether papa, whatever, then please leave. Don't stay there. Because I don't see a reason why a shepherd has taken his time to build you through the help of God. He has taken its time to put structures that makes you grow and the ministry grow. He has gone through tough time even before you came in. He has done 1, 2, 3. He has, through God's leading, he has passed messages to you, directions. He has explained his failures of the past so that you don't fall. He has given you the way of his studies, what he does, what has favored along the time, so that you're not doing try and error like he did. He has shown you the pattern of growth. He has shown you how God speaks to him. He has done a lot. He has invested in your life. So, and you've been there all along. If you don't trust that head, leave. Because it's a disservice for you to be on that head, and in the time of trouble, you're found missing. It's
You've just wasted
terrible.
his effort. You've wasted
Yes.
his effort somewhere.
Yes. It's painful. So if you're not, it's not a problem that you do not like the approach of a particular preacher or the way the doctrine of this place happens, or you don't like this, you don't like that, you don't like to, and you don't want to correct it. Not a problem. But please, if this your pastor, your minister, or your head is not who you can stand in gap for, especially when there's a problem. Stand in gap not only in prayer, to the point where I can vouch for you and say, I walk with this man for this period. I may not know this, but I know he cannot do this. That's it. You can't be in the midst of the congregation. It's even painful when there is even workers. You're not just you're a worker, meaning that
You have a close relationship.
you'd have a close relationship. Is it a direct one or an indirect one through your lead or your head? If these are not clear to you in some ministries, it's better to ask question than gossip. What's the name of that lady? Wrote it down.
Laide.
Sister Laide, let us
Sister
pray for
Laide,
Sister
that's her
Ruke,
name.
where-
I will confirm because
That's her name.
right
Sister
now,
Laide
gossiping
gossiping
about
about
it.
Sister
Now let us-
Rukewe. Now, if you remember, Sister Rukewe, that was way back in season 2. Yes, Sister Rukewe was in the choir with IBK. And that's Sister Rukewe, in fact.
Sister Laide,
But it is weird.
like
but-
catch you in the next season. Oh, sorry, in the next episode.
But honestly, Christians need to learn how to. I know, understand where the flesh sometimes want to gossip. It's all right. It's okay. But when even if your flesh lead you to gossip, turn that flesh, as in say flesh, you guys go back and pray for that person. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's let's even stop. What is gossip? Why are you gossiping, Save Ghana?
See,
Will your gossip help the person's life? Just pray for the person.
Sister Laide, see, Sister Laide, see. Sister Laide, if you are there, you better be begging me. See, there's a difference between, there's this thin line between discussing over a thing and gossiping. So, Laide, if you have a problem, and for you that does that too, I say, I'm just talking about it. You're talking about something, you're claiming about something that you have not told the person. So if he is not a problem, then tell the person. If I need to talk to someone over a person or over a particular brother or a sister, I'm talking to the head so that he can help me pass the message in another form to the person. So gossip does not, gossip is, even if I understand that this, don't let's make this too difficult. I understand that as Christians, as brothers, we're flesh, we can joke, we can play around things, we can decide, but see, anything in excess is a sin. Talk about it, have conversation, pray about it. Making jest of it without taking a step in the right direction makes it worse.
Yes, and that's automatically sin.
Yes, it's sin. It's sin. So it's this episode. See, and I dress like, let me come out. I didn't know there's gonna be a serious
one. No, but really, let's channel that energy. That energy we're using to gossip about people, right? Channel it to the right path, which is, if you can meet the person, right? The person, tell the person, okay, I don't like so thing about what you did, or if it's an advice you could give to the person, you understand? Give it to the person instead of going one place on the other telling people about what this person said does not even know, have no idea. No, please, we can do better as Christians. Please, let's uplift one another in love.
If you are not sure whether what you are doing is you're gossiping about people, let's do like this.
So, some people will say that they're not gossiping about them, that they are raising an altar of intercession.
By talking to me, I'm not, or by talking to their friend.
Yeah, better could be their friend.
So who has the altar that they are raising? If you're not sure whether what you do is gossip or not, one of the best way to help your heart with it is when you do those long talk. Just like the friend, that's Sister Laide's friend.
Yes, Sister Laide's friend.
She's make it a prayer point. Do you understand? Just immediately you do that conversation. In the midst of the conversation, drop a prayer. Like, do you know, he was always walking there. I just pray to God that he will stop smoking and let it be a genuine prayer. Do you understand? So you have spoken about it. It's not. Now pause and say, I just pray to God. That can be a start for that change, because it's a mindset thing to catch more of the fun than help about it.
Yes. And then another thing I learned, I would just say too quickly, and then I would hand over to you, right? So you can maybe say your own points. But another thing I learned was the fact that wherever you are, right, there's a purpose of God for every person. You don't have to leave Ibadan to go all the way to Abuja just because you want to fulfill purpose. Right there where you are, you can actually fulfill purpose. The scene where they all said IBK had traveled, right? IBK was, of course, a member of the choir. The part where they said IBK had traveled, and then people were like, now they wish they could jackpot to like IBK,
school?
you know. And then even the sister that was talking to Sheung was saying, Brother Sheung, can you see? If I can just have the opportunity that IBK had just to travel abroad. And I love the point that Sheung said. Sheung said, you don't have to travel very far before you fulfill the purpose that God has called you to fulfill. Right? And that's very strong. So please let our mindset be that I will and I can fulfill purpose, God's purpose for my life anywhere He has placed. And the most important thing is to be where God has placed you to be. Please be in the place that God has called you to be in order for you to fulfill that purpose that He has, destined you to fulfill. So please, that's another lesson I learned. So yes, please, let's desist from the fact that if I'm not here, I cannot do what God have called me to do.
True.
And make sure that you're always in alignment with where He wants you to be at the right time. Then another thing I learned is having spiritual head. Having a spiritual head that can stand in the gap. I would say that, you made the point that Pastor JC and Pastor Wumi are alone. But in a way, I would say that they are not alone, no. Because they have the Baba. Can you remember the Baba?
Arise!
That's
Baba is
more
there.
like their
So
spiritual
Yes,
father.
so that's their own shepherd.
Thank you.
So what I'm saying is, both Pastor Wumi and what's the name?
That's Baba Jibari.
Baba Jibari. Baba Jibari is playing its role.
His role, yes.
Do you understand? As the shepherd. In fact, you see, when you know the Bible verse he quoted around, that's the Mark 27, 16 or 17.
Yes, Mark 14 verse 27.
14 verse 27. Whereby when the shepherd it's taken away from them, then the sheep scatters. That's what's happening now.
Would you say that this is God's intention for the JC at this time?
Only wait and see. Because it could be a test.
Yeah, it could be a test.
And it could be the devil storming the waters with God's permission. Because the devil knows if he storms water out.
Like Jacob.
You understand? Like Job. Like Job. Do you understand?
Yes, Job.
So it's key. You know what I love about this movie? On a round, this is what I love about the movie. I've seen the flow. It starts always with a new cast, and every first scene comes with action. For you that likes to fast forward,
You just missed the part that you're supposed to farabale to watch.
Oh no! It starts with a new cast, and it gives answers to questions of the last episode.
Thank you.
No, my esophagus is working. Esophagus.
Oh my God.
So it starts with, then you leave the scene, you leave the episode with a lot of questions. For example, I can't wait for the next episode because I have questions to ask. I have questions to ask. I want to see what turns out. I now see John. That John, I told you. I told you.
What did you even call him while we were watching? You said you called him semi black sheep.
It's not a black sheep. It's a semi black sheep.
How is this Semi? How did the Semi enter inside?
Because he does not do anything bad most of the time. But what he does is support what has been done that is bad. The other time in one of the seasons, all he was doing was he was just supporting. Mommy they come, you carry want to come, go outside. Mommy they come. Now they plan that let's say that the thief robbed us and collected the school fees. It is not your school fees, but it's you that wants to be explaining. Mommy, so they almost killed it. Were you there? Now that one left again. You still want to collect pocket money? Is you that? Look at what he did in this episode. He said, check your time.
And that was rude. Very, very rude.
He has forgotten that Mr. Desua has many businesses. He can employ his father. Because the father is the pastor. So I have many questions from the last episode.
Yes,
and I can't wait for the next.
3.
I can't wait for the next so that I can have answers to some, especially answers like now. Mr. Desua and Tinuke.
Is the addition
Tinuke says she's pregnant. That girl is suspected though.
I'm pregnant.
Boy. See, game is playing game on me. Game is playing.
Nice.
As in, games is playing plenty games on me. Plenty games.
And then it, just like what you said. In episode 2, we didn't see how the lady who was what's the word now? Who came in to lie against
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't see how she died.
Yes.
But then in episode 3 revealed.
Yes, we saw that guy.
Yes.
The first scene, the guy came, he went close. I said, wait till this guy want to do.
Engine.
You don't understand?
I was impressed when I saw that.
Well, you know what impressed me, Pat?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where that guy keeps his own?
Go on.
Why must he say the word? 2 fingers is enough. He keeps it in a wine bag.
I have never seen such before in my life.
No.
We have never seen such in our lives.
That cast, give your life to Christ. You will not make every act. All right, so we'll see you on the next movie review, episode 5. 4.
Yes, episode 4.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Episode 4.
Yes, so till then, please watch the movie Games Season 3, 1 to 16.
Alright.
And we'll be back.
Games to play games for you.
Episode 4, Life and the Rest.
Games to play games for you.